Who wants to start us off?
I will.
You go first. All right.
I'll start this off.
All right.
All right. My name is Trent Swick. I'm number 57. I'm a forward for the Kitchener Rangers, and I'm here with Andrew and Jacob.
What's up? I'm Andrew. I'm number 7. I'm also a forward for the Rangers.
I'm Jacob Leblanc. I'm number 11, and I'm a defense for the Kitchener Rangers. Talk with the draft day stuff.
Yeah. Well, Andrew and Jacob both got drafted before me, and I knew that Kitchener was interested with the call. I was actually supposed to go there before like the Friday of March, and
Yeah.
I was supposed to go see a game, and then it got canceled the day of. Like the season got canceled the day of that game. And yeah, I knew that they were interested in me. And then once I saw Jacob and Andrew get drafted there, I got really excited. And then I saw my name pop up, and then Grandpa called me right away. It was so fun. So fun. Yeah, it's awesome.
For me, what's it called? I honestly wasn't too sure at all that I'd end up in Kitchener. I knew Kitchener was interested from talking to my agent and just like through talking to Kitchener, but I honestly really had no idea. And I was kind of hoping because, like, you know, when you do like the phone call interviews and like the tours, you kind of get a good look at like all the teams. And like for me, like Kitchener was for sure like just talk to them. I didn't really get to go into Kitchener, but talk to them. They seemed like one of the best teams by far. And like obviously, if you go to a game, you look at like the rink, the gesture, it's like crazy. But anyways, the morning of, I think everyone was kind of stressing a lot. It was super stressful. Couldn't really sleep the night before. And then I remember when Kitchener had their pick, they took like a really long pause. It was like they took like the whole time. So I'm sitting there the whole time, I'm like kind of shaking. And then because my Wi-Fi's kind of
Yeah.
So I got like a call before while it showed up on the screen that they're still picking. I got a call from Kitchener, and I was kind of confused. I was like, oh, and then they just like I picked it up and they're like, congratulations. And then like 10 seconds later, I saw my name pop up. So,
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, for me, it was kind of, well, before the draft, we kind of set it straight that we wanted to go as a package deal. So we were trying to go to like the same team. And after Drew went, there was still the whole second round in between because Kitchener didn't really have a second round pick. So it was pretty stressful. Like there was a bunch of other teams that we were talking to that they maybe could have like taken me in between. So we were just really hoping that we could stick it out till Kitchener had their next pick. So we got pretty lucky there. And then when finally Kitchener had their next pick and we were able to kind of go to the same team, it was a pretty special moment.
I had no idea Swick was going. I was like, I was on the phone or something because like after you get picked, like you're getting a bunch of calls. I was on the phone or something in my room, and like my mom or grandpa or somebody yells like Swick got drafted to Kitchener. I was like, shut up. No way.
That was a pretty sick moment.
Yeah,
we all got to stick together.
Yeah,
because me and Swick were line mates last year for Admirals, so that was pretty cool. We can keep the chem going.
Yeah.
Talk about some memories from with the Admirals. I'll start us off with that.
Yeah, you start us off.
I don't know. We had a lot of kids drafted off that team. Like we had a pretty,
we had a pretty tight group.
Like the best STL team I think in the history of like the organization. I think like one of the best teams, if not the best. And like previous years, we've made it pretty far. We've made it to the OHL finals a lot. Made it to the bronze medal game a lot, but we can never really finish it off. And then this year kind of seemed like the year we got Swick, we got you, we got
we could have had a pretty good run going into the OHL Cup.
We got a pretty stacked team, and like throughout this season we did pretty good. Like we finished first, and then went on to playoffs against Oakville, who was like, I'd say the second best team. They had a rough finish of the season, so we ended up playing Oakville, and like they were like kind of like throughout the season. I think we tied them twice or 3 times, and then beat them once or something like that. So like it wasn't like it was like probably the tightest like season series that we had, and then And then we, what's it called? And yeah, so when we found out we were playing them, we were kind of shocked because we expect them to win, and they'd be the second seed. We didn't end up playing.
Yeah, because they were a top team too, so it was pretty cool.
But then, and we know like quite a bit of like guys on their team, like Struthers and Chris and all the boys. So it was like a pretty intense series. And going into it, they took game one, and like we lost like 3-1, and it was kind of a shock.
Kind of an upset there.
They were the underdogs there, so we were kind of like, oh my god, like first game loss, and then you guys want to finish it off.
Yeah, I remember too a funny story. After that first game, they were blasting that one song. Like they were all like pretty excited because it was an upset. They were blasting that song. I don't remember what it was, right at our door, to try and like we were pretty upset too. So they were just blasting that song there. And I remember after game 2, we went back to their barn. We won, and then we played that same song kind of right at their door to kind of stick it back to them.
We waited the first because we didn't.
No, it was I think it was the second.
Because when we went to Oprah, we gave it to him. I think it was 6, and that was like low.
Yeah, that was the game we played.
No,
we went and played that song right back at their door.
We came out and like it was low. Like you look up, like the stands is filled with scouts because Oakville was like obviously the best team for like scouts and like people coming. Like,
it was a pretty nice barn too.
We smoked. I remember the first shift, like me, you, Sam, go in. We're just like everyone's throwing huge hits. Like it was just and we were going off.
Yeah, and I remember after game 1, 2, they got pretty cocky. Like we had kids texting us like we're gonna lose, we're gonna get upset. So it was pretty cool to go back, and I think it went to the last game. Was it game 5 or something?
Yeah, we won.
And it was a one too. You scored with like a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
And we kind of won that one, and that was pretty sick.
It was a rip. It was the backhand. I remember that.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, I kind of got lucky. I didn't expect it to go, and I kind of like chipped it. Like it was an awful angle, and I kind of just chipped it up and hoping it went in. And I was kind of like, oh my god, and then had to slow it.
Yeah. Did you get 3 that game? I'm pretty sure you got Hattie. Yeah.
And
I was playing in the box the whole game.
Yeah. A couple of penalties.
Yeah, what's it called? But
then that was a 6 series.
We lost the next game. We got it was brutal. We had like a ridiculous amount of penalties. I think we almost had a comeback.
They had a 5-on-3 for like good 5 or so minutes straight.
Yeah, 5-on-3, and then so we lost that game, and then we went back to our own barn for it was game 5, which is like the final game. So do or die, because if we lost, we were out of everything. Like OHL Cup, we might have been.
Yeah, we had no OHAs either.
No OHAs, so it was stressful. Like, and then and we ended up. That was a tight game too. It was like last minute, and then we ended up coming on top, and that was when we took the speaker at the end of the game, the exact same songs we put on blast. We were putting it up to there.
Yeah, they were
last minute.
Yeah.
Talk about penalties, Swicker, the one game against Whippy and OHAs. You got 3 penalties in the same shift.
Yeah.
You slew-footed the one dude. You saw the ref got the penalty, went killed
the next guy.
Saw you got that penalty, you were just like, screw it, and you went and killed him.
Yeah, because I think there was like a minute left anyways. And
we were down 5-2.
We kind of got screwed the whole game. Like, that was a tough one.
I just came out of the box after that penalty too, and then I rocked another guy. Didn't even have the puck.
Yeah, but we played him again in the bronze too and beat him. But
what about Niagara North? That's similar to kind of Oakville, because with this.
Remember the first game versus Niagara
in Oakville.
Me, Ross, and Dio.
Yeah, Ross and Dio went on, and like the first shift, I think all like, 3 of you.
They were like our big, like they could really hit and like.
Yeah.
And what's it called?
Because they always gave us a lot of trouble.
Us and Niagara, it was like Battle of Niagara. So it was like always like us, like for them, kind of Battle of Niagara.
All our buddies kind of came, like it was packed. Like it was a pretty fun game to sort of play in. And there was like, a lot of chirping going on beforehand and everything. So
the Oakville game, I remember, was tight. We ended up tying, but the biggest was the next game we went to the St. Catharines, and that was like, I think every kid like from our schools, from our it was the Seymour Hannon. It was a pretty big building. We almost filled the stands. It was all like kids from all of our schools. Like there was it was packed, and it was all chirping because we know everyone because you go with some of the kids. I know a lot of the kids, and it was
and they were getting pretty cocky too.
Yeah, they're all chirping because they tied us the first game, which was a bit unlucky. We blew a lead, but then when we went to Niagara.
We tied the first one.
Yeah, in Oakville. 2-2.
2-2.
You scored that nasty goal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know how I remember that nasty goal. Last night I was watching a bunch of clips.
Yeah, the old highlights.
Yeah, it's so sad.
I know, man. We haven't played a game in it's been over a year now, so
That's been so long.
but let's go
Drew,
back.
you got that good story from the Niagara North game.
Back to the Niagara North. So it was packed, everyone, all the kids. Obviously you need the bragging rights when you go to school. And we were kind of the top, they were more the underdog, but not too many people knew. Lots of people were texting me "Oh, Niagara North's gonna slap you guys." It's kind of So then we go in. I remember when we first skated out, and you look at the stands, it's packed with all kids too. So it was it was pretty hype. Everyone's going nuts. A lot more Niagara North fans because obviously Red Bar than STA. So then I remember we went out first shift. That was when you put on Swick, and that was when you put on you, Deal, and Ross, and we were
I think he called 3 penalties right off the start.
It was right away.
All 3 of you guys just charged.
Charged, and you guys and Ross and wrestling the one dude, and it was kind of and it was crazy, and we ended up. We went off and we beat them 8-4 or something like that. And I remember when we scored, when I scored my goal, I'm selling by their bench and stuff.
Yeah, every goal, we're just going nuts by their bench.
Going nuts by their bench. We got a couple penalties for going by their bench.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the most fun game. That only the Oakvilles. Yeah. I remember after that they had a Niagara North.
Yeah,
one of the players was a rapper, a SoundCloud rapper. So after we beat
every time we beat them,
one of the kids knew the song, so he goes on SoundCloud on his phone, puts up the speaker, and the way the rooms are set up, our rooms almost connected to theirs.
Yeah, there was a vent going straight through to their room.
So then we put up on the speaker their kids right after they lost, and we're blasting it, and some of the guys were saying from their side, they said they were dying laughing.
Yeah, they were dying. It was silence in their room, and they just heard the goalie's SoundCloud song came on, so that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Talk about what's it called? Brawls, the one with Compuer.
Yeah, the Compuer.
Ross.
Oh yeah.
That was.
we're down.
I think we were down we had a rough start. I think we were down 7-1, and then I think we knew we weren't really gonna win, so we have one of our kids. I think the goalie came out to play it, so he just flies and just kills the goalie, and then that just sparked a brawl. Everyone's dropping their gloves, and it was
Rawson almost knocked the one dude out.
Yeah,
one guy it was. And I remember I was in the box at that point, so I didn't.
I was on the bench. I remember everyone just going crazy.
Too. Yeah,
that was hilarious. Just smokes the goalie.
Ross took on 3 guys that fight.
Yeah, I was sick.
He was just.
We had all the boys were going.
Kind of I don't know. I think we could have done good in OHL.
Yeah, especially with the OHL Cup kind of being canceled that year, we didn't really get to go against some of the top teams. I think that would have been we probably would have done pretty well. But
in our division, we had
unfortunate.
We had Jersey and Titans who were 2 of the top teams.
Yeah, who were probably the 2 top teams. But I honestly thought we had a solid group. We could go in and kind of really make a mark. But
yeah,
it's too bad. Any other stories from that season?
I have a story from way back.
Oh yeah.
We at Seymour Hanna in St. Catharines as little kids when we were 4 and 5.
Yes, when we first.
Yeah, we used to always go on Tuesday, Thursdays after school and play stick and puck with Attila. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we first. That was the first. We didn't really know each other that well, but we'd always go down there for.
We'd always see you on the other end over there.
We didn't really know you. It was kind of
Yeah, we kind of. I don't think we really liked you either because you were always on. So you were on Niagara North, man, and like you were really like you were sick too, and like I remember you guys beat us too that year in the
Yeah.
OMHAs, I think. So like, or this was probably earlier. Still,
Yeah,
like
it was way earlier. Yeah.
we hated you, especially too like
You guys
even
so-
before the season. I think we met too in high school hockey too. Before
Yeah.
you came, like we played against each other a lot. So
Slapped you
and
there.
then when we finally got you too, because you were always up with the 03s, so we
Yeah.
didn't really think of it too much, like that we were gonna get you for a minor midget year. And I think our coach was like we got a big pickup, and then he said like Swicker, and we looked like that was pretty sick.
And then I walked in the room and we're all like, yeah.
Yeah.
You were quiet for the first part of the year.
Yeah.
I hated it. I didn't like being with you guys. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, me, what's it called? Me, you, and Sammy, we did really good. We had a really good year.
Yeah.
To Peterborough.
Yeah, at first.
Yeah, we had a really tight group that year.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Remember the first Hamilton game where we were chirping everyone?
Yeah,
We won the game like 9-0.
the first game, yeah, like I had hat trick, 3 assists. Sam had a hat trick, like 3 assists. You had a hat trick, and that was like the first game.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember a funny story from that game too. I think like it was the first time stepping on the ice too. I stepped on the ice to go for a lap, and I stepped on a puck and went like head first into the boards. Like I was like the first one on the ice too. So kind of saw people up there laughing. It was pretty embarrassing.
what about the Chicago Fury game?
Oh,
Yeah, it was in a tournament against Chicago Fury, and we were I think losing or tied at this point. They had won
I
this.
think we were winning. We were maybe winning.
They had this
Yeah, we were winning,
big kid. He was huge, way bigger than me. He kept like I don't know. He was like a prick the whole game. He's like trying to get under my skin. He keeps coming up and like hitting me and like cross checking me and stuff. So then I remember we were in the corner and I kind of picked up the puck and he comes and he tries to kill me. Kind of missed. And then he like kind of got the puck and he turns around and you come in full speed, and that was probably the biggest hit I saw. And like
yeah, and it was clean too. Like you got no penalty for it.
Yeah,
You just murdered.
And I remember after you did that, I looked down, like kind of like standing over him, and I'm like screaming at him, like kind of laughing in his face. He couldn't really say anything at that point because he just got killed.
You killed him.
Right before that hit, I got tripped too, and I was so mad coming out of the corner. I wanted to kill.
What tournament was that again? I think that was the
London.
Was that the London?
Yeah. It was London.
We played in that weird arena. There was a bit of a weird arena. Do you remember that
It
one?
was like two-sided. It was two-sided. It was,
Yeah.
It was like a lot.
Probably talk about some stories just with the off season and everything.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, Swicker? Yeah.
And the 1v1 in basketball.
Oh yeah, wow.
We're undefeated against you.
This guy, he talks. Trent, he's like, what is he? He's like 6'5", and he talks a big game. Thinks he's like so good.
No shot.
I don't play like I'm 6'5". I play like I'm 5'4".
Yeah. Just try shooting everything.
Came over to my house in the summer and we 1v1. Like I thought he was gonna be good, and we went 5 against him. That was wild.
Your net was so bad.
I know my room's off.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
My net sucks too, actually,
But yeah, you got like the
triple. The double rim. Double rim. That's brutal.
What about when you guys first went up to Kitchener? What do you guys think?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll start, I guess. But yeah, I think we went up. When was the first time? I think we went up with July or something. I think that was the first time, just when sort of like the lockdowns and stuff ended. But no, like we went in, I think we went up to get some equipment too, but like just meeting everyone, it was like first class organization. Like everything was sick. The rink was sick. The room and everything about it was like everyone was welcoming too. All the coaches, staff, and everyone was really nice. So it was pretty cool to first get up there. And yeah.
The room
what
was
about
sick.
You, Swick?
Yeah, you see all the videos of like the room in the rink, but when you're actually there, like goosebumps. It's so cool.
I'd say you used to have to be one of the best like facilities.
Yeah, I heard a lot like that. Yeah, awesome fans too. Like, I guess we really haven't been able to experience it yet, missing the first year, but just pretty excited to.
But they get easily more
kind of start up next year.
Them in London, I think, get like the most. What's it called?
Yeah.
And what was that story, Drew, with your first time with the visor on?
Oh wow!
It was like my second skate when I got all the new gear and I got like the visor.
Yeah, and we were skating with some Rangers too.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Ripped a puck and went right off the crossbar, hit me right in the face. It was my second time. Like my face was numb. Yeah.
I
And
felt
you,
so
your second and first time with the visor, you got sticked up and got your whole
yeah,
face.
yeah, bad.
Yeah, bad
I
luck.
got the fishbowl, so I couldn't stick him back.
And what else? Well, yeah, next year it'll be fun because we were playing Cam Lowe. He just signed with you. He'll be in our division. He was on our
Yeah.
Admiral team last year too, so we'll be playing him.
Yeah.
We'll be playing him like for what is it, eight times, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And then Sam, we'll be playing him.
All the boys.
A lot of boys. Like it'll be fun. What else?
Trent sucks at Warzone.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, he's not fun to play with at all.
No, I know there's not been much to do over the time, but we've been playing a lot of Warzone and still playing some Fortnite. It's a little old, but still.
Still playing.
Yeah, Drew still plays it.
That's so bad.
I know
I don't know.
It's brutal.
I still like it. I think it's better than Warzone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What else do we got? You guys want to talk about?
This school, maybe, because we got pretty lucky because all our classes are online now, and it's just we got about I think two or three of our classes. We got put in the same class.
Religion. We got religion.
Bio, I think.
What else? Do we get anything else?
No, that was it.
Yeah,
but it was.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Oh no, chemistry.
No, you were in a different. You had chemistry the same time, but you had a different teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's it called? It was kind of lucky, because we could all kind of help out each other.
Yeah. No, but that was pretty cool.
What else? Stuff from last year we're looking forward to.
I guess we could talk about kind of skating together because I know we're doing a lot of skates. Like down in Port, I know we're skating with Todd, just us three too.
Yeah, it's a bagger.
It's good though. It really gets me in shape. So that's pretty cool.
I was out. We had no warm up. We just went straight into it. I was so gassed.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, that was my first skate back in like a month.
I know. Especially with only us three.
Yeah.
It was really tiring, but it was really good for my endurance.
First time we got him, it was kind of crazy because me and my brother would go out like Monday, and we just go kind of shoot pucks around. Like it wasn't much of a skate. It was just kind of like a break. We just go shoot pucks and stuff. And he saw it one time and he asked, and because he was like new to town, he kind of asked if he could,
kind of train us and stuff.
Train us. So I was like, I didn't think much. I thought maybe it'd be kind of, like a skills like Hep or something like McGrath or something like that. And the first time he comes out, he puts like pylons, and, the first drills just skate around and just zoom in for like an hour. And I remember after the first drill, he couldn't even breathe.
Yeah, I was dead, but was it ever a good workout?
Yeah.
And we kept with him and we've been skating with him a lot, but
the one where
it's been really good.
It has the boards and all the pylons. You have to go back and forth.
Yeah, that one's good. I remember too. Brought out the tires and we were doing the suicides with the tires. That was pretty.
If you missed that, you have to do
I remember I went there and back once, and I think I was and he's like again, and I was like.
Yeah, the one time every time he missed the net, he had to do three suicides. Every time he had one suicide, he missed the net.
And I think it was a 4-shot drill, and me and Drew both missed all 4.
Yeah.
So we're kind of
well, I beat him. I made you miss. So then remember, you're gassed. You didn't finish all the suicides.
There was always the little competitions too with me and Swick. It would be whoever missed the least or whatever had to do a little skate. You'd always go at it too. Yeah, I think I went on a roll the first one too. I was just bagging you.
And then I was just
bagging you.
I won one, and then I just didn't lose anymore. It was insane.
I know. Yeah.
I remember when the shoot.
No.
Yeah. It was up to 5. I remember I had 5 goals, my first 5 shots. You guys were all 2, and then you're oh, let's go to
no way.
7. Let's go to 7 or something. So then I'm going fancy between my legs, flipping it up and stuff, and then you kind of caught back up. You're trying to say
yeah.
Yeah,
those are good skates. Yeah, we're skating with McGrath too. I remember back in the old quarantine, it was just us and Cam too. We were kind of skating with Turek and stuff too.
The first skate after the last quarantine, not this quarantine, but the last one, it was hard. I forgot how to skate. I couldn't. I couldn't stick handle or anything. It was a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was good.
Slapped Trent pretty bad in the one-on-one drill the other day, yesterday.
Oh yeah, because I wasn't allowed to hit you.
Yeah, Drew was.
I had the little stick lift and the one.
Yeah.
Anything else, boys?
The ODR down.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. I know.
Yeah.
You two
I'll
live right on that. Is a river or something?
Yeah, I live on a creek, and yeah, my dad just floods it. It was so flat, and we got a goalie to come out and just played like 3v3.
Yeah, that was sick. We had you had the boards around too and everything.
Yeah. It was pretty sick.
I think we won too. Not a big deal.
Like, what are you guys looking forward to in Kitch? How about that?
Yeah. You want to start, Swicker?
I'm looking
forward.
Swicker. Oh, Swick, you can go.
All right, I'm looking forward to playing in front of the fans.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna say that.
Playing in front of like the Seymour Hannah fans, and like there's only like 500.
Yeah, we thought that was a big deal.
They weren't even
cheering.
cheering.
In Quincy, like that was packed. That was packed.
That was packed. They weren't even. None of them were cheering for us. I can't wait until they're all.
And when us against Quincy, we should have won that. We got a little unlucky there, but that was like the entire stands were packed.
Yeah, we always had trouble with them. I think we met them every year in the OMHAs, and we always had trouble, man.
Yeah.
Well, what else? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the fans for sure, because I think it'll be, especially first. I don't know if you'll start with full capacity fans, but I know like when we do, like
any fans is good,
and it'll be fun. Also, next year's a draft year too, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Can't wait to meet the boys. Like from what it looks like it's a great group of guys, and the coaching staff's great too. I'm talking to like Mike McKenzie, the trainer. Although I don't think I've met the other coaches yet, but like they seem really nice.
I know we've done a couple skates with them, not many though.
Yeah,
back a couple months ago. It was just small groups though. So
yeah. Are you talking
anything else in the off season or anything?
Are you talking about how I built a treehouse?
Oh yeah. Why don't you tell us about your treehouse, Swicker?
So it was like our first Zoom call with the team, and we were all. Mike asked us what we did over the summer, and I said I built a treehouse, and everyone was like, "What? Who is this kid?"
Everyone was saying kind of just like fish and Swicker's off.
And this kid built a treehouse. It was like,
yeah, everyone. You guys probably thought it was a little treehouse too. It's actually.
What about you, Jake? Didn't you ring one of the boy guys in the ankle first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the first practices too. I think I was coming across the blue line, and I just ripped a puck at one of the guy's ankles.
Great first impression.
Great first impression.
What about when I sent the wrong snap? I was so embarrassed.
That was embarrassing, man.
So I was talking to someone else, and I asked him.
Sent something wrong to the.
Yeah, I'm like, when's his birthday? And then I sent it to the Kitchener group chat, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's tomorrow." And so fun.
Especially
that was embarrassing.
I saw a snap from I thought maybe they're like ripping on someone, and then all of a sudden I see snap from you. I'm like, what's this?
Yeah. That was. What else we got?
Leafs game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Leafs game tonight.
Check the score real quick. I'm gonna check the score.
Yeah. What is it? Better.
It didn't. Oh yeah, it did start. No, it starts at 7:30. I thought 7 or 7.
No, 7.
It's 0-0. 7 minutes left in the first.
Let's hope the Leafs don't choke.
Yeah, this is our year, man. I'm a big Leafs fan.
My grandpa, my whole family's diehard Leafs fan. Like my grandpa's been a Leafs fan since way back.
Yes. What about you, Swicker? Leafs or Habs?
Big time Leafs fan.
Same, man. You better not lose.
I know.
That would be bad.
That'd suck, man.
What are your predictions?
I think I got Leafs, man. Did you see the Colorado, what's it called, Vegas game last night?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He got suspended. I just popped up my phone. He was suspended for 2 games.
Who did?
Reeves. He ragdolled the one dude.
Ragdolled the one dude.
Did you see that hit on Yanmark Graves?
Yeah.
That was a good hit.
Oh yeah.
Better.
Yeah. What else we got? Anything else with the off season? that you've been doing? What have you been doing lately?
Just lots of weights, trying to get big, lots of protein shakes, just shoving it.
You gotta get the summer bod going.
Yeah.
Gotta get ready for the beach.
Gotta get the beach bod.
Are you skating at all, Swick?
Yeah. I'm skating every Monday.
Jake, you skating with us.
Yeah, I just skated with
No.
last Friday.
Just making.
Yeah.
What about some spike
Yeah,
ball?
with McGrath and yeah.
Oh, yeah, you slapped me. It's like,
Yeah, you're awful.
I've been watched. Yeah.
hey, what about my birthday?
Oh yeah.
Probably all snuck up in your room.
Yeah.
It was,
All snuck in the Swicker's room.
yeah.
Kind of, you were clueless too. We had all the boys, and you
I
kind
was
of.
outside doing a workout, and then I'm like looking. I see these people moving and walking up the stairs. I'm like, I thought it was no big of a deal. And then I'm walking up into my room, about to get changed, and I just see 5 dudes just come out of.
Yeah, it was all the. And it was pretty
So
cool
funny.
too, because I think it was after the lockdown, so we never saw you for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I think at least.
It's locker boys. Like Dio, Cam. I didn't see any of them.
Yeah, the boys were there.
Yeah. And Spike.
And then when we ripped spike ball, we had one.
A little spike ball tournament.
Me and Dio won.
No, we won. No, you didn't.
Had one arm.
We all won.
Yeah, I used that as an excuse, but he was using both. What else do we got?
Any good tournament stories? I think all the tournaments honestly are fun. You know. When
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago that one where we were playing Honeybait. I think they were the number 1 team by far. Like they were sick that year, and we were kind of like we're coming from a small town. I think it was a big tournament, like Silver Stick or something. Like we're a small town team, so like nobody's really heard of us. Like, so I think we went in. We were playing them in the semis, and
like, the top team, like
even there were some kids on our team. Like they thought we were gonna get like blown out because they were pretty sick. But I think we went into like double or triple overtime. Like the game was going on forever.
We scored in double overtime 2 and 8.
Yeah, that's right.
Called it back.
We scored 2, like one of the biggest upsets. They called it back for like goalie interference or something. They went down and scored, but like at the end of the day, just to kind of make it there to second OT and everything was an accomplishment for us.
That's one thing I think our first tournament everyone does is like the hotel shenanigans.
Yeah, the minor hockey tournaments.
Yeah, like everyone expect like if you're when you're out after and like you got all Saturday night and all go to one room and
Yeah.
you're running around the hotel. Yeah, so we got some good memories there. It was always fun coming to the rink. Honestly, I'll miss all the boys.
Yeah.
OHAs, I remember that too. A little funny story. Well, not. I think like we were down 2. We had a 3-goal comeback. We were down 3-0.
Nothing. Yeah.
And I think we were on a penalty kill too. And I just remember we're on a penalty kill, me and Sam. I picked off a pass and we go down on a 2-on-0 on a penalty kill. And like this is like with like a couple minutes. Yeah. So we go down on a 2-on-0 on a penalty kill, which was pretty unheard of.
Yeah.
And then I think we scored. So then it was like 3-1. Then we had a power play. I think Gualtz or someone 3-2, or that may have been the tying goal. You might have gotten another one in between.
Yeah, I remember the last one was Gualtz. I remember because of power play.
Yeah. And then we got one in between there, and we like came back to like a.
Yeah,
I think we could have won that one with a little more time. Yeah, I know Trent just missed.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I got way too many penalties.
I wish there was overtime in those kind of games because we had a lot of ties. But yeah, we could have gone far. I remember going into the Quinty game too. We had to win to go to the finals there, and
they got a lucky penalty shot.
Yeah, they got a penalty shot. I think that was a crazy turn of events because I think we were on like a 3-on-2 or like a 4-on-2 or something like that, like an odd man rush, and like this is tie game then, or this was to tie it, and like we had like a wicked chance. Like we just missed, and then they kind of got a breakaway, and then we tripped them, and they got a penalty shot, and they scored. So in that kind of span, they went from like almost a tie game to them up 1, and it was a close game too. But I think we ended up losing.
Yeah, we had a lot of good numbers.
Yeah, and lucky to kind of stay on the same team, get a bunch more memories together.
Yeah, that's sick. That's like, especially when we were line mates too. So like
like that was pretty crazy. Like I didn't even think of, for some reason, like Kitchener had their next pick, and like I didn't even think maybe it could be Trent. I'm like I wonder who this will be, because I wasn't kind of paying attention before about the other picks. So then when I saw like Swicker come up, I was like, that was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the count. I remember it was perfect at line 2 because like Sam was kind of like the hothead, like you know what I mean. Like I was kind of yelling. I was kind of like the loose. I kind of like make some jokes, kind of laugh a bit. Then Swicker was kind of just.
Remember that one time in OMHAs when I turned over the puck?
Yeah.
And Will went down.
I got your last man back.
So mad.
The Oshawa one.
Yeah, and I just went to the bench and then everyone's like, and then Sam told me something.
Sam was probably screaming at you.
I was so mad. And then I went out and ripped, so it was not that big of a deal.
Yeah, not a big. Yeah, we came back that game too. That was a big game.
We won that game like 6-3.
Yeah, I hate those times when you get a bad penalty. I remember there's a couple times like I got a stupid penalty and you kind of just skating back to the box and you're like, man, like.
Yeah. I hate in the box and they score. And you're just
that's
so slowly and shut it.
I had a ridiculous. I remember at the beginning of the year, a ridiculous amount of penalties. It was average. I had to smart enough that.
That Great Beach game, we were like the first game we won like 9-2, and then the second.
Yeah, and I think was it a tie?
Yeah,
I think we were losing. We were losing 2, and then we're like, man, we cannot lose this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like same with that. I remember Brampton always gave us like a tough time. They had that barn, like it was a brutal barn. Like this was probably not even like regulation size. Like it was so small.
Yeah, it was my ODR.
Yeah, it was literally smaller than like any rink I played. It was like a mini rink, and like I think like 5 strides you're at the other end. Like it was brutal. So I remember playing. They were like good at that rink too, because they were kind of like they knew that rink, so they gave us a tough time all the time too. So
we had a sick rink, I remember, because it was just made like the year before.
Yeah, we had our own dressing room and stuff.
Special lock and stuff. So cool. Swicker, you got any last things? Last words for the Kitch fans.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Just to play there.
Yeah, to finally play. It'll be a while. I think it'll be like 1.5 years when we first get our first game.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You're getting used to it.
Like we just getting started. Like next year's already your second year. We didn't even have a year this year. Like that sucks in the summer. I was looking forward to.
Yeah, that rookie year.
I remember I talked to Pinelli at shirts and stuff. And he'd always say like it was the best time.
Yeah, it was the best time. So we kind of missed out on that first year.
Well, guess we will still be rookies next year. There'll be a lot of.
What about the draft this year? How are they doing it? Do you know? I heard it's only like 3 rounds.
Like it'll be.
I have no. I think it's like three Friday, and then the other ones are on like Saturday. I think.
I feel bad for a lot of kids though, because like lots of kids aren't going to get noticed as they would, because like how can you watch kids? You know what I mean? And other than that,
I think some teams have even played one game.
And the teams that have, it's been like 3-on-3, 4-on-4, no hitting. So it's
hitting. So it's kind of different.
But I'm curious to see.
That's for sure.
And it'll be fun. I'm super pumped. Like I can't wait. Like I'd say for sure best team in the league to play for by far.
Yeah, definitely.
So we got really lucky. Can't wait to get things going.
Can't wait to play in those soldier jerseys.
They got some sick there jerseys.
Yeah, when I first got my gear, I remember I was like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, first time wearing the visor and stuff. It was pretty cool.
And then you get sticked and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I finally just tilted my visor up a bit, eh? After you guys made fun of me.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks guys for watching Club 63. Can't wait to get things going and see all the amazing fans up in Kitchener. You guys can follow my Instagram at Andrew LeBlanc 7 or Twitter at Andrew LeBlanc 04.
Yeah. Thanks guys again for watching the Club 63. Can't wait to get going and get up to Kitchener and start playing games. Here's my Instagram, jacob.leblanc11, and my Twitter is jacob_LeBlanc11.
Yeah, thank you for listening to our podcast, Club 63. I can't wait to play in front of all the fans and just get things going. My Instagram is just Trent Swick, and my Twitter is just Trent Swick as well.
Original. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.